continue the science lesson. In the last class, what did we see? We saw after fertilization, what happens to the flower, isn't it? So there we saw that certain parts of the flower fall off. For example, the corolla, then the parts of the gynoecium, that is the stigma style, falls off. If it is a bisexual flower, the androecium filament and anther falls off. And then what happens? The pedicel becomes strong and fat. The thalamus becomes very strong and fat. The ovary changes into a fruit and the ovule changes into seeds, isn't it? And for some flowers, the calyx becomes strong or it becomes hard and the side parts of the calyx falls off, isn't it? So this is what we saw in the last class. In that, a little more to clarify your doubts, we have seen different types of fruits, isn't it? We have seen different types of fruits. Now all the fruits does not have the same number of seeds, isn't it? All the fruits does not have the same number of seeds. For example, look at this mango. How many seeds does the mango have? It has got only one seed. What is the reason for that? Yes, look at the flower of the mango. Here you can see the flower of the mango. If I when I cut open the flower of the mango, inside the ovary, you can find only one ovule. You can find only one ovule. That one ovule turns into a seed. And other fruits, where there are many seeds, what is the reason for that? For that, I will just show you this lady's finger. This is the flower of the lady's finger. This is the fruit of the lady's finger, isn't it? Now, if I take this lady's finger, if we cut open the day I showed you, inside the lady's finger, look at that. Inside the lady's finger, inside the ovary of the lady's finger, you can see many ovules. So when it becomes a fruit, what happens? All those ovules change into seeds. So what is the difference between the mango and the lady's finger? The mango has got only one ovule. So you see one seed inside the mango, whereas the lady's finger has got many ovules inside the ovary. So when you cut open, you can see many seeds. Is it clear? So the number of seeds depend upon number of ovules which are present inside the ovary. Number of seeds depends upon the number of ovules which are present inside the ovary. Is that very clear for you? So don't have a doubt again why mango has only one seed, why papaya has got many seeds, or why lady's finger has got many seeds, and like that, isn't it? So don't have a doubt like that. The number of seeds depends about the number of ovules which are there inside the ovary. Okay, that much we learned, isn't it? That is a clarification for the last class. Today we are going to learn something more. Now we learned that the flower, there are two types of flowers. It gets pollination happens. After pollination, fertilization happens. And after fertilization, the ovary turns into a fruit and the ovules turn into seeds. Now, if you take the fruits, have you seen many types of fruits we have seen, isn't it? Are all the fruits of the same type? No, all the fruits are not of the same type. Why is it so? It is because of the structure of the flower. There are different types of fruits. So today we are going to learn the different types of fruit. So today we learn types of fruit. Types of fruits. Okay. There are 3 types of fruits which you have to learn in this class. The first type of fruit, that is we have seen bisexual flower. Now in a bisexual flower, when we cut open the shoe flower, how many ovaries have you seen inside the shoe flower? We have seen one ovary, isn't it? We have seen one ovary inside the shoe flower. I cut opened the lady's finger flower also the day for you, isn't it? Now I have a lady's finger bud with me. It's not a bud. It bloomed and it closed this morning. So I am cutting open the lady's finger flower for you. That is to show you, okay, what is happening here. I just want to show you. Now, in this lady's finger, if I cut open, can you see this? In this lady's finger, you can see how many ovaries? How many ovaries can we see here? We can see one ovary. See this one? This is one ovary, and inside this you can see the ovules. Inside this you can see the ovules. So which is the ovary here? This is the ovary. This is the ovary. So in a lady's finger, how many ovary do you see here? One ovary. One flower has got one ovary. In a lady's finger, one flower. This is a bisexual flower. One flower has got one ovary and it has got many ovules. So when one flower has got one ovary, or a flower which contains one ovary, and that one ovary changes into one fruit, that is called as a simple fruit. What is it called? It is called as a simple fruit. So what is a simple fruit? A fruit which is formed from a flower that has got one ovary. So one fruit is formed from a single flower. So this is a single flower. So this flower will give me how many fruits? One fruit. That means, see this one. This is the fruit of the lady's finger, isn't it? Here the pedicel is here, the calyx is, the other things have fallen off. So this one fruit is produced from this one flower. So a single flower has got a single ovary, and that single ovary changes into a single fruit. That type of fruit is called as a simple fruit. So what is a simple fruit? When only one fruit is formed from a flower. Understood? How is one fruit from a flower? Because that one flower will contain only one ovary. So that one ovary becomes one fruit. So when only a single fruit or one fruit is formed from a single flower, that is called as a simple fruit. So which are the examples for simple fruits? Lady's finger is an example. Tomato is an example. Mango is an example. Then the next examples, few more simple fruits. Please find out and write down the examples for simple fruit. So is that very clear? So what is a simple fruit? When a single fruit is formed from a flower, that is called as a simple fruit. Clear? Now, you will be thinking, why teacher is telling a single ovary, single ovary? Doesn't all the flowers have single ovaries? No. All the flowers do not have single ovaries. There are flowers which contain more than one ovary. For example, look at this picture. I don't have a flower here. That is, in your textbook it is given frangipani. Frangipani, custard apple, flowers are flowers which has more than one ovary, but it is not blooming time now. So that is why I could not get a flower. So now look at this flower in the picture of the custard apple. If you look at the picture of the custard apple, there you can see it does not, it is one flower. but one flower contains many ovaries. Did you understand? One flower contains many ovaries and all those ovaries are joined together. Understood? Now each ovary will become a separate fruit, but it will all be close together. Did you understand? From a single flower, it will give more than one ovary, and each ovary will turn into a single fruit, and all those are joined together. When we look, we will feel it is one fruit, but it is not one fruit, it is many fruit. That is, one flower contains many ovaries, more than one ovary, and all together it is clubbed as one fruit. That type of fruit is called as an aggregate fruit. It is called as an aggregate fruit. So what is aggregate fruit? One flower contains many ovaries. Understood? One flower contains many ovaries. So from one flower we get there are many ovaries, and all those ovaries will turn into fruits, but they are all clustered together. Understood? That such type of fruit is called as an aggregate fruit. Now you saw the picture of the custard apple, isn't it? Now this custard apple is in my hand. Look at it. When we look at it, we will feel that it is one fruit, isn't it? We will feel that it is one fruit, but it is not one fruit. Each single thing, see, it is all closed, attached, close together. But each single thing is a single fruit. If I take it like that, if I break open like this, you can see here. See, all this, that is, this is a single fruit. This is a single fruit. Understood? All these are separate fruits. But this fruit is formed from a single flower. Only one flower is there, not many flowers. Okay? One flower has got many ovaries, and all those ovaries turn into fruits, and then it looks like a single fruit. It's all clustered to join together. Such type of fruit is called as an aggregate fruit. So examples for aggregate fruits are, you would have seen strawberry, isn't it? Strawberry is a fruit like that. Outside, if you see, you can see small cuts, same way as the custard apple. You can see small cuts and buds outside, isn't it? So strawberry is a aggregate fruit, and other berries like blackberry, raspberry. You can see the pictures here. Blackberry, raspberry, strawberry, what is that? Custard apple, polyalthia. In the textbook, you can see polyalthia. Then all these are examples for aggregate fruits. So today we learned two types of fruits. One is a simple fruit, one is an aggregate fruit. So what is a simple fruit? When one flower gives you one fruit. It is very easy to remember. Teachers giving you a simple definition. One flower has got one ovary and it turns into one fruit. That is called as a simple fruit. Clear? Aggregate fruit is one flower has got many ovaries and it turns into many fruits together. It holds it together. That is called as an aggregate fruit. So simple fruit is one flower has got one ovary. Aggregate fruit is one flower contains many ovaries, and all those ovaries turns into fruit. That is called as an aggregate fruit. So please, today's work is, please write down what is simple fruit, what is aggregate fruit. Thank you, children.